Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. It's getting closer to St. Patrick's Day in my neck of the woods and probably yours too, since we all have a March 17th eventually. So I thought it might be fun to do a traditional New England boiled dinner, or what others like to call corned beef and cabbage. Some people reserve this only for St. Patrick's Day dinner, but I don't think you should do that. I know sometimes it's difficult to find the corned beef, but you can always make your own. Today I did not make my own. I bought some at the store. And we're going to go ahead and do this in the pressure cooker. It's going to take a few different steps and stages, but we're going to start off by cooking the meat in the pressure cooker. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So I just wanted to show you how we're going to, what we're going to include in our boiled dinner, and that includes corned beef. I have a very small point cut and a larger flat cut, the flat cut is my preference, and I didn't realize I had this in my freezer, so I need to use it up, and this is going to make for a lovely cooking brine, cooking liquid, once it's all cooked that we can braise the vegetables in. And this is the flat cut, and this is a much nicer piece of meat. This is where you get your traditional slices of corned beef. And then, of course, it comes with this little seasoning packet. But when you use these in the pressure cooker, you're going to need to be a little more careful. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I have some sweet onions, and these are small onions. I was so happy I found a nice big bag of them. These are Peruvian sweets because right now videias are not in season. But these are an adequate substitute this time of year. So I have about a half a dozen of those we're going to chuck in. And I also have about a pound of baby carrots, a pound or so of celery spears. I had, there's probably 8 short stalks of celery that I cut both ends off of and just cut them in half. I have about 6 red potatoes and 1 small head of cabbage. So that's what's going in here. We're also going to add to this spice that comes with it. I'm going to add some more pickling spice and some bay leaves. And we're going to add a couple other ingredients. And I'm going to break this, bring over the pressure cooker, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is what came in those 2 little sad little spice packets that came with the corned beef. I think we can do a little better than that. There's a lot of mustard seed in here, and I don't know, some other interesting stuff. Maybe some cardamom pods and some fennel. I don't even know if that's fennel. To be honest with you, some of this is mysterious. I see some fennel seeds in here, but I think we can do better. I'm going to add a broken cinnamon stick. I'm also going to add, I don't know, 10, 12 peppercorns. I'm going to add a few allspice berries. There's like 5 there. And there's really nothing precise. I'm also going to add another handful of my own pickling spice that I buy. I like my corned beef to be seasoned very well. And when you're doing the liquid and cooking it, it's nice to have a little extra boost of flavor. I'm going to add 1... there. Let me take that big one away. There. You don't want too much bay leaf, otherwise it just tastes gross. Now, when you're using your pressure cooker, it's very important that you don't put those spices in there loose, simply because they can get up in your pitcock and your steam vent and ruin it. And you spent a lot of money on your electric pressure cooker or your regular pressure cooker, and you don't want to ruin it. So I'm just going to tie it up in a little bouquet garni. This is just a little bit of cheesecloth. You can use, oh, you know those little organza bags sometimes you'll get as party favors? If you rinse those out real good, you can reuse those if you dry them for a bouquet garni. And I'm going to plop that in there. I have 2 cups of water in the bottom here. I'm just going to put some brown sugar on the outside of this meat. Nothing precise. I just took a spoonful. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all going to kind of rinse out in here anyway, so no worries. And just put that in there, and I'm going to rinse my hands, and we'll be right back. And I'm going to set this to the meat setting. And I'm going to set this for 35 minutes. And I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to let that cook. Once this is finished and depressurized, I'll come back and I'll let you see what the meat looks like. All right. This is finished doing what I'm going to do with the meat, and I'm just going to take this out. First thing I'm going to do is take out our little spice bag. Just set that in the sink. And then here's our flat cut, which is beautiful, onto a plate. And this is our point cut. Again, really nice. I'm just going to set these off to the side. And I said this is going to get done in stages. So now the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to put in your potatoes, your carrots, your onions, and your celery, and we're going to pop those in the pressure cooker with the cooking liquid for about 10 minutes. And they should all be cooked perfectly. And when that's done, we'll be back. Okay, our veggies are done. This is just the potatoes, the carrots, the celery, and the onion. And I like celery, so you don't have to cook that if you don't like it. And these are done beautifully. The next thing we're going to do is the cabbage. And we're going to go ahead and pop that right in the pressure cooker with the little bit of liquid that's left in there. And I'm going to pop the lid on, and I want to cook this for less time than I cook these because the potatoes are so dense. The cabbage is going to cook really fast. So I'm going to set this for 3 minutes. Oops. And then when this is ready to open up, I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, our cabbage is done. And I'm just going to transfer it here onto my platter. Cabbage doesn't need that long in here. It cooks very, very quickly under pressure. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and set everything up, and then we'll bring it back and we'll fix you a plate of New England boiled dinner for St. Patrick's Day. Right, who's ready for corned beef and cabbage? I know Molly came home from school and she was so excited. I was slicing the meat up, and she was just in heaven. So it's gorgeous, and it's really, really tasty. And if you have a pressure cooker, it is a fabulous way to cook it. And I think that I highly recommend that you do it that way. So there you have it. You have the option. I have a little bit of the cooking liquor right here. You can just drizzle that over the meat to moisten it up, although it doesn't need any moistening because it's absolutely fantastic. And there you have it. A big bowl of vegetables, big head of cabbage, a nice piece of corned beef. What more can you ask for? So this is something you indulge in every now and again. We don't have this sometimes but once a year, and I don't think we even had it last year. So I hope that you try this, and I hope that you love it. I hope the luck of the Irish is with you, and until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram and Google Plus and Blogger. I have a blog over there, and you can take a look at that. You can subscribe to that feed as well. And don't forget that every recipe that you see me do here on YouTube, with the exception of a few earlier ones, you can access all of the recipes over on my website, noreenskitchen.com, where you will find printer-friendly versions of those recipes so you can print them out and keep them for your own. So, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!